Gonna go up this way just to be different. So nobody had anything to say, and the requisitions officer didn't have my armor. And the other guy, the Solarians are down there. But other than that, nobody has anything new.
Commander, I know it couldn't have been easy for you down there. Making the call between Alenko and Williams must have been... I'm sorry, ma'am. I just don't know if I could have done it.
And there is no right choice for something like that. I just hope I never have to go through it again.
No, I'm not blaming you, Commander. I'm just... I mean, it's hard, you know?
Saren's still out there, Joker. Hold it together. We need you.
Don't worry, I won't let you down. I want to be there when you make that son of a bitch pay.
Well, we're off to the next planet. We've got some more exploring to do, systems to finish. And, yeah.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
No,
Yes,
wait,
ma'am.
no. I didn't mean to. Damn it. That is not what I meant for this to happen. I thought that after I did Vermeer, it was my choice to go back to the Citadel. Like, they just told me that, you know, they were doing that and then I could go back at any time.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
How many ships are you sending to attack Ilos?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't
That
call
was the Solarian's call!
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
Oh my god.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Nobody stabs me in the back, Udina. Nobody.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
God, you're so...
Commander. Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry.
I showed them the truth and they still won't believe.
It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did. The Council owes you everything, everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy.
And doom the
While they
galaxy.
sit on their asses, Saren's searching Ilos for the conduit. As soon as he finds it, we're all dead.
Perhaps we could appeal and get them to reverse their decision.
I pushed them as hard as I could. They wouldn't budge.
So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction?
No,
We
I'm
lost
just
the
thinking.
battle, not the war. I'll figure something out.
I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
Are you spying on us, Joker?
No, ma'am. Just knew you were on the ship and figured I'd pass the message on. The captain said to meet him at Flux, that club down in the wards.
You should probably go meet with him.
Let's go Ashley and Garrus here.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Well, at least the Normandy still thinks I'm in command. Something to be said for that. I wish I could shoot Udina just right then and there, though. He's so frustrating. Alright, let's go find out what Anderson has for us. I currently can't go finish up this stuff. I think I can go after they let my ship go from here and before I head to Ilos, I think. Otherwise, I guess I just have to start over otherwise. Not over the whole game, but not go to Vermeer. Here's hoping we don't have to do that. I don't really want to redo Vermeer.
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
That sounds promising.
It's Commander, actually. What do you want?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy.
That's
My
actually
name
the
is Elias
Turians.
Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
Okay, okay.
Don't try to sell me on this. Just tell me what you want.
I need you to buy a mental stimulant for me. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable.
I think your
No
assistant
race
should
will
be doing
respect us
this.
until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
If you know the monthly limits, why'd you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
Okay, I don't need you to tell me the same thing over again.
You should put some trust in your assistant.
Hey.
Didn't you train him?
Those things say the
My
same
assistant wants to
thing.
bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
What is this? I'm afraid it's gonna say the same thing all over again, but we're gonna have to say this anyway.
What exactly is this stimulant?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
Yeah.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
You know what? You're kind of retarded.
Will overdosing on stimulants and getting arrested help humanity, Keeler?
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant.
Oh my god.
After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No.
You won't be doing humanity any favors if you overdose during negotiations. Get help now.
You don't understand. Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it,
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
You're lucky that I am who I am. I think somebody else might have actually reported you. I'm curious. I am going into flux, but I thought there was something here. Yep, this. I knew this popped up at some point in the game.
You're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
Thanks.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
It's a noble goal. Too bad so many of your supporters are just racists.
Says you, Ashley.
I can't deny that some of our supporters have extreme views, but our platform is also supported by economists, sociologists, and medical professionals.
And what does that have to do with anything? What, are they exempt from being xenophobic and racist?
But you don't do anything to curtail the racist comments of your members.
Of course not, Commander. Whether I disagree with them or not, they have the right to express their opinion.
Am I really gonna ask what Armistice Day is?
You're marking the end of the first contact war with a protest.
Okay.
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the first contact war was that there's other life in the galaxy and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
We should, but you're looking for a reason.
I disagree. We have a backlog of grievances the aliens have ignored, starting with Shanxi.
Were you at Shanxi? If not, shut your pie hole.
It's not worth getting angry over, Chief.
Right. I read you, Skipper.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
What does that have to do with I spent most of my time in space?
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again.
Why would it?
I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy.
No.
The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
Oh, no. No.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least.
Well,
Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
Everybody remembers me. I like how they're protesting Earth first while standing on the Citadel. They're retarded. So, anyway, I haven't found my armor. I just equipped an old version of it. This is like the Onyx 6. But what I was realizing, it's that I'm pretty sure it's the only armor to show the N7 logo in this game. And it's another one of those things that they don't really make much mention about in the game. I mean, there might be something in the codex about it. Is there a codex about me? It must be in Aliens, Humanity?
The home world?
No. I thought there was a codex on Shepherd. I just don't remember where it is. Anyway, what I was saying was that there's very little exposure to the fact that there is your profile. An N7 operative, I guess. Yeah, there's even like nothing here. So the only time you ever really see anything related to N7 is on this armor that happens to apparently be like the rarest armor you can find upgrades to, right? Like this was the last upgrade I found, and it's 6. So I guess it's another one of those things like, yeah, at least if you start a regular playthrough, your first playthrough, you'll see this armor. It's the first thing you're wearing. But otherwise, like the N7 thing doesn't really become prominent until Mass Effect 2, I guess, and then, you know, 3, and then you talk more about getting into the N7 program and stuff like that. But I feel like there's some ideas that weren't completely fleshed out, probably due to time constraints and whatnot, but there was things that were never fully expressed, or they were kind of just little side things that you had to notice.
Between the Alliance and the Solarian Republic have
Oh, that was quick.
Solarians praised the openness and flexibility of Alliance negotiators in pursuing a deal that benefited both sides. The deal was brokered by new Alliance negotiator Thomas Kent after his mentor Elias Keeler withdrew, citing health reasons.
Alright. I give up. Let's go talk to Anderson. There's nothing left for us on the Citadel. I'm pretty sure anyway. I don't think there's anything new on the Presidium. Because there's never anything new on the Presidium. That place is completely unaffected by everything. Although I still never did find the mods that Nasana Dante has promised me. I should probably look that up somewhere. See where I could find them.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
The Normandy's been grounded.
I know, I'm sorry.
That's what you have for Udina sold me out?
To get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
Ow.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
What if we steal the Normandy? You're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
I'm surprised he, like, I guess he trusts me, but that he so easily believes me about the Reapers.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
At least my alien crew will. They don't care about what the Alliance does. They can't court-martial them.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Well, he's easier to deal with.
He won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
Break into his office. He's a lot easier to handle.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
He asks you if you're ready, like it's gonna just basically put you on the Normandy right away, but really I have time to still go walk around if I wanted to. So, not that I do. Like I said, I don't think there's anything left for me to do on the Citadel at this point. I mean, like, I know there was this protest here, and I remembered that would show up at some point, but otherwise I don't think anything new pops up on the Presidium. Nope. What does that even mean? No blood for... Yeah. Okay, I don't even understand. Never mind. I probably should have just taken the transit. Oh well. I can see if there's any elevator conversations.
I'm surprised to see you on the front lines, Chief Williams. Most women I've observed in your alliance military serve in support roles.
It's becoming more common, but it took a long time to prove that ladies could handle an assault rifle or a shotgun.
I doubt anyone who saw your skill under fire could remain skeptical.
I'm surprised that... I've noticed this before. I have taken them out before, like, together. And they're very civil with each other, despite the fact that Ashley's kind of a... You know, and she acts a little bit xenophobic overall, and doesn't like that we have aliens on the ship and all that stuff, but then when she's talking to Garrus, she seems perfectly civil. Moment of truth. Time to find out if I can go to the remaining systems I need to go before I have to head to Ilos, or if it takes me automatically there. I didn't remember it doing that, but I also didn't remember automatically taking me to the Citadel after Vermeer, so doesn't mean much. I like this. This is probably one of my favorite scenes in the game.
Anderson? What are you doing here? I didn't send...
Yep, one of my favorite scenes. I did have time to remove my armor, though, apparently.
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
Hey, it's the Destiny Ascension. I mean, it wasn't a bad idea for the Council to try to gather a fleet at the Citadel, in all honesty, given what happened after the fact. But I don't know why they had to lock me out. Like, I don't really know what difference it made for me to go track down Saren and Ilos. Like, part of the reason they let me originally track him down was because I was one ship. I wouldn't start any wars. And then it's like, no, you're done. You're just gonna stand here and wait. And it's like, what difference did it make to you? And you had just told me, like, I'm a Spectre. I can just handle it without telling you whatever you believe that, whatever I believe the threat to be.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
Anything else?
Do you have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
I guess nobody told Admiral Hackett that I just committed treason. I'd do better with a sniper rifle at this rate. I mean, I have taken out a Colossus on foot before.
1 down, 3 to go.
Jeez. Oh. Is that it, finally?
Area secure.
Let's see how the Mako's doing in shields. Seems to regenerate its shields faster when I'm not there. It's doing alright. Could be better, but we took out some Geth. We took out some of the first wave anyway. Oh god.
Just 1 more outpost left.
1 more? Wasn't it 3? Haven't I taken out 3? Am I retarded? One, 2, 3, 4. I thought it was supposed to be 3 outposts, not 4. Alright, let's get this over with. 1 more planet. Ah, it's gonna be an indoor mission.
Heading to position.
I'll take it. I like indoor. It means I don't have to fight on the Mako. Oh, there's nothing here? Really? Oh, there's just a locker, I guess. I knew that was bound to happen. I was actually surprised that I hadn't gotten it yet. Yeah, I should know that I can never see anything from here.
Enemy sighted.
I'm going assault rifle for this. Garrus? Ow. There's oh, he fell through the floor.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Sorry, Garrus. I didn't really intend for you to die there, but get knocked out anyway. I mean, you didn't really die. I see you guys. Guys, don't stand in front of me. Did nobody ever teach you about not standing in front of guns? Oh my god. Oh, you hacked it. Nice. Come on out. we still have the hack one. Oh, that wasn't so bad.
All targets down.
That was actually a good funnel. They didn't have a lot of angles on us, but it worked out for us instead. Nothing else here? Is this not the outpost I was trying to do away with? Are they still gonna make me fight? Of course they're probably gonna make me fight one on the Mako with the dropship and everything, right? That's how it's gonna work. Well, it was worth hoping that the last one was just gonna be indoors, I guess. Guess it was too much to hope for. Gotta tell you, I've been playing since early this morning and I was getting really tired. Just, you know, the fact that I've been primarily doing just Mako missions and stuff and trying to finish up all these random things before the end of the game. And, right before my husband went off to work, what I do in the mornings is I usually make a butter coffee. If you've ever heard of it, or like bulletproof coffee is the idea. It's coffee with, as the name would imply it, butter, and the recipe I found includes coconut oil as well. And it's just that. It's just black coffee. Per 8 ounces of coffee, it's a tablespoon of olive oil and coconut oil, and butter. Replace that. Teaspoon of coconut oil and a tablespoon of butter. Why do I have no rockets? There they are. Thank you. Let me restart that story in a second.
I expect one of these outposts to be the main base of operations for this incursion.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and take them out. It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and take them out.
You said that, Garrus. Anyway, as I was saying, butter coffee. It is per 8 ounces of coffee, 1 tablespoon of butter. Unsalted butter is what you want, you know, ideally natural. We're not talking margarine or anything like that. Unsalted butter and a teaspoon of coconut oil. Ideally, you want like also pure coconut oil, not a mix. You know, you want the thing that's hard at room temperature. And put it in a blender. You know, hand blender, whatever you've got. Put it in a blender. And that's it. I add a little bit of sugar to the coffee when I'm brewing it. I brew it in a French press. But it's supposed to give you like a lot more energy and also keep you full for longer because, you know, the fat and stuff keeps you full. And I gotta tell you, I don't know. I couldn't say for certain if it's a placebo effect or not, but I was really tired. I've been playing since like 5:30 this morning. And I was starting to like zone out. Like I really couldn't even keep talking while I was recording these videos. I was realizing that I was sort of going silent for long periods of time. And now I feel like totally fine. Like I made that cup of coffee for my husband and I, and then I feel like totally awake now and totally okay. See, this has a moon I can click on. I'm gonna guess that's where I'm landing. Ha! I called it. Yes. Heat hazard. Out there? Uh-huh. You know what? I'm gonna go... Took out its shield in one hit. It's not bad. Are these all destroyers? I I see you. Barely. Can't really hit you apparently though from there. Even though I should be able to. I see you. Ah, okay, there we go. Another destroyer. The last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and an innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the Geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. That's strange.
All targets down.
Although, I mean, I guess there were some Geth that still sort of remembered the Quarians with not that much disdain, like they still partly just wanted their creators to have accepted them. You discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. Oh, I think that's the thing that Tali needs. I need to go talk to her after this mission.